Hello my fellow readers, in this video I'm going to be opening up the latest FairyLoot. Now this is the May one. I say like the latest, but I really mean this is the May one. And this seems like it took forever to get here because I got the shipping notice like I feel towards the end of the month, and then it just, there was nothing, like I don't get tracking or anything, it just tells me that it shipped. And I was waiting, and then it finally showed up, and I was worried at first that it got lost in transit, because in the meantime, I have already gotten the message that my June box has shipped. So, I don't know, I might get the June soon, or it might take as long as this one did, in which case I'll get it toward the end of July. I don't know, it was wild. And this is also the one where I'm pretty sure, yep, like I'm pretty sure I know what the adult book is, and I do indeed. Just from the description and everything, I knew what it was. And it's actually a book that I had purchased and have since donated that copy because it was The Honey Witch. And I knew as soon as I saw the description it was going to be The Honey Witch, because it was like cottagecore, and the way they did like the design for it, well here you can see. I could tell by like the font and everything that it was going to be this book. But, you know, that was fine. I donated my copy. I did not read it yet. I just donated my copy of the book because I was like, I'll just wait until the FairyLoot edition comes. It's not a big deal. But very interesting. So, adult box, May 2024, Cottagecore, The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. I was just about to say S, and I'm like, where are you reading that S from? Sydney J. Shields. Our featured book of the month is The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields, a wonderfully heartwarming romance with a beautiful cottage witch setting. This story follows Marigold, a girl training to become the next Honey Witch, and a grumpy magic skeptic in a tale of bravery, self-discovery, and love. Your FairyLoot exclusive edition has an exclusive cover, reversible dust jacket artwork by Niall C. Grant, digital sprayed edges with a solid top and bottom edge, character artwork on the end papers with foil by Niall C. Grant, a foil design on the hardcover by Blanca Design, bonus content, digital signature, and an author letter bound into the book. So let us take a look. I feel like this cover looks very much like the standard cover, so maybe that's that. I do think it's cute here, the bees and the honeycomb. That is great. So let's see underneath it. So this is the reversible cover. And we have the characters and looks like a little cottage. I do like the original cover for this one. I do think it's very cozy cottagecore. Under the jacket we have our, I think this might actually be my favorite, but the Naked Book, which has kind of a honey pot and little bees around it. That is cute. Nothing on the back. Nice. And then here's the character artwork inside. And the reverse side. I will just find that interesting. One of the pages, the ink is imprinted on the other side of the page. Which happens, it's just a publishing error. And then there's the letter with the signature here, digital signature. And I think that's it. Yep. So very nice. I will also quickly read the synopsis from in the book, because even though I read the little postcard one, it doesn't really get as descriptive as the actual synopsis. So Marigold Claude has always preferred the company of spirits of the meadow to any of the suitors who have tried to woo her. So when her grandmother whisks her away to the family cottage on the tiny isle of Innisfree with an offer to train her as the next Honey Witch, she accepts immediately. But her newfound magic and independence come with a price. No one can fall in love with the Honey Witch. When Lottie Burke, a notoriously grumpy skeptic who doesn't believe in magic, shows up on her doorstep, Marigold can't resist the challenge to prove to her that magic is real. But soon Marigold begins to care for Lottie in ways she never expected, and when darker magic awakens and threatens to destroy her home, she must fight for much more than her new home, at the risk of losing her magic and her heart. So this is a potential family curse, unable to love story. We will see what happens. And I probably will get to review it at some point once I finish it, because I like to go over what the books that you have to get a special crate for actually turn out to be like. Like, is it worth it to get this subscription? I've had an okay time with it so far. I haven't totally hated any of the books that have been chosen. They also haven't been like my favorite reads of the year, but they haven't been terrible, so I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I do think they're pretty, though. Like, they are beautiful. You would not mind having them on your shelf. I'll say that. So now the YA book. We have The Temptation of Magic, which I don't think I've heard of yet. But I've been kind of out of more of the YA sphere. So we'll see. So this is Scholarly Secrets, The Temptation of Magic by Megan Scott. Our featured book of the month is The Temptation of Magic by Megan Scott. Atmospheric and with a dark academia setting, this is the thrilling story of a girl with the ability to overpower supernaturals. Nicole must hide her identity whilst forging an alliance with her enemy. But will she be able to withstand the allure of magic? Your FairyLoot exclusive edition has an exclusive redesigned cover, reversible dust jacket artwork by Pole Arts, foil. I think that the username is just Pole Arts _ So there you go. Foil design on the hardcover by No One Designs, digital. No One Designs. I'm having a hard time reading this today. So, foil designs on the hardcover by No One Designs. Digital sprayed edges with a solid top and bottom edge. Foiled end papers with different art on the front and back by Polaris. By Pole Arts. Why do I want to say Polaris? Every time I see this name, I just think Polaris. But it's Pole Arts. And bonus content, a digital signature, and an author letter bound into the book. So, finally made it through there, and there is artwork on this one. Okay. Sworn to be enemies, destined to be each other's undoing. So there you go. There's the front and back and the edges. So far, this is not my favorite design. It actually looks kind of boring, but that's just me. Alright. So now the reversible cover. There you go. Alright, I'm going to call it right now. This is the worst one. I think this cover and everything is boring and kind of ugly. I get that it kind of looks like an old scholarly book, but I don't know. And then here's under. I do like the back here. That's nice. The inside artwork. Signature. I think the letter is on the previous page. Letter. There is that. And now I will quickly read the book synopsis. See if it looks any different. As an Imperial, Nicole has the ability to kill any deadly supernatural. But if her power ever awakened, the Wake, the organization that governs supernaturals, would force her to be their loyal huntress, or kill her, like they did her mother. To stay safe, Nicole hides in a small university town, convinced the mythological art collection at a local manor contains a final message from her mother. But before she can study it, Kian McCarter... Kian? If it's Kian, I've never seen it spelled this way, but I'm not certain. McCarter, the Wake's most skilled Imperial, arrives on his own hunt when Nicole and Kian? Somebody please tell me, is this Kian or Kian? because it's Kyan. Discover that Kyan's prey has stolen a painting for leverage. They're forced to work together. As the creature threatens to expose Nicole's powers, her tenuous alliance with him threatens her heart. If her true identity is revealed, like, you keep saying his name, and I'm just going to keep ignoring it because I don't want to keep saying it wrong if it's wrong. We'll hunt her next. No one disobeys the wake and survives, especially when the art they're seeking unveils a conspiracy that would change the lives of creatures and humans forever. But Nicole may only be able to resist one, her wicked impulses, or the love that could repaint her world. And after a life of hiding her true nature, who could resist the temptation of magic? A luxurious, forbidden romance that will become your new obsession. We'll see about that. I don't know. This one is not, like, zinging me, even though I love Dark Academia. This is just, like, it's just falling short for me. I'll definitely read it. I'll let you know how it is. Maybe it'll surprise me and I'll be, like, enamored by it, but right now I'm not, like, it's just not, it's not tempting me. And I hate that there's a main character that I don't know how to say his name, so I'm definitely going to have to find the audiobook. But here's what came in the FairyLoot Adult and YA Book Only box for May 2024. And I can't wait to see what June holds. What I am most looking forward to, just a quick update on this, is July releases. Not necessarily FairyLoot July releases, but in general, in July, The Spell Shop comes out, and I loved that book. I read the arc of it. I had pre-ordered it, like, I think the end of last year. I don't even think it was the beginning of this year. I think it was the end of last year. I pre-ordered it because I fell in love with the cover. It's so cottagecore and cozy and just adorable. And then I was worried that I'd be betrayed by the beautiful cover. So when I saw there was an arc available on NetGalley, I scooped it up and I read it. And I love that book. And I would highly recommend this one if you do like cozy fantasy. It is like being engulfed in a warm hug, which was what the goal of the author was for it. But I just love it. There's a librarian that flees a fire and she escapes with the books that were in her care and goes and hides back at her, like, hometown, which is this, like, little island. And it's just so cozy. And I don't want to get too much into it, but just, I cannot wait. It is coming out in July. I think it's out July 9th. And it's just really good. I also read the Dallergut Dream Department Store, I think is the title. That one's also really good, but totally different. Like, it's also cozy, but different vibes from the Spell Shop. So I cannot wait. I just can't wait to own the Spell Shop, especially. Like, it's so pretty, and I cannot wait. And if I were going to have one cottagecore book so far this year, I would choose that one over the Honey Witch, but hopefully this is good too, because that would make me even happier to have, like, two good cozy reads. I've had other good cozy reads, actually. This year's been pretty okay. But, yeah, that's it for this video. Until next time, bye.